We are microneedling today with the M8 pen, and I'm going to be using a 36 pen cartridge. And I'm going to be using Curenex. So this is a PDRN product, basically salmon-derived DNA, and it's supposed to help with collagen boosting in your skin. And obviously, if you can embed it in deeper by microneedling, then hopefully it's more effective in getting through your skin barrier and actually doing what it claims it can do. So this is how Curenex comes. It comes with 5 vials. And it includes this little rubber squeezy tube that you can put on and then microneedle with. Don't lose these. I feel like I can't ever get enough of these. Okay, so I'm going to pop off its lid. So I take out the rubber gasket and then I can just pop this on top of it. And you just use it as a dropper. I'm opening up my sanitized cartridge. And then remember, we always have our doctor pen dialed down to a 0 when we're putting in our cartridge so that it seats correctly. Some people complain about their cartridges popping out. That could be if you don't dial to a 0 and then put in your cartridge and then twist it in. That's speed 1, speed 2, speed 3, speed 4, speed 5, speed 6. Your needles are moving up and down at the fastest rate possible at speed 6. And then you're back to speed 1. People ask about speeds and depths. And really, like, the way I think about it is if you're going to be going deeper, you probably want your pen to be going slower so that your needles have more time to come up and down. When people say they're getting scratching, I think a lot of that has to do with their needles being set really deep and probably at the highest speed so that when they're retracting, but the person's moving the pen, there's just not enough time. And so they get a lot of scratching and dragging. I think that that's one reason people can complain that they're getting that. I think finding the right speed in correlation to the depth you choose and how fast you move your pen is really what it comes down to in avoiding scratching, if you ever get that. I think another reason people can maybe get scratching, I've never gotten it, but I sometimes wonder what cartridges they're buying or if they're reusing old cartridges because the pens get dull and burr. That's the reason you throw them away after a session. So I could see people maybe doing that to themselves when they're using old cartridges too, or I don't know. I've ordered so many cartridges from every seller that there is online. I've never gotten a bad cartridge. So I don't even know if like people could say the knockoff cartridges are doing it. That's just not been my experience. I really think that the scratching is happening from human error rather than the device being the issue. But that's my own personal opinion. I'm sure there's scenarios out there that are different. Don't know. So let's just get some on our forehead. And I'm not going to be tearing up my skin today because it is Thanksgiving this week and I don't want to be super peely, but I want to be glowy. We're going to turn on our pen. We're going to go fast because I'm going to not go very deep. So I'll be at a 6. Seeing metal in light is hard. Okay, I'm at a 0.25 and this won't even really prick my skin very much. And if we go to a 0.5, I'll get a little bit more of the feeling I'm looking for. We all have different depths of skin and how much tissue you have up on your forehead. And my chickenpox scar, but I'm not going to go too deep on that or too aggressive because I don't want it to be scabbed for this week. And I do just kind of like a squiggle situation. And you can see that my forehead is starting to get rosy. But it's not breaking the skin. I mean, breaking the skin to the standpoint that's making it rosy, but I'm not going to bleed. And then I'm just putting in more of that Curenex into it. You can see it. Okay. So now I'll do this side of my face. This can all stay at a 0.5 too. That ear wrinkle that you get, you can see how simple microneedling can be. It doesn't have to be a huge process with like a million different tools and a million different things. Gonna dial it up a little bit to 0.75 for this area just because it's deeper skin. So right now I'm at a 0.75. I'm still at a 6 speed. And even though I feel like I want to do that all day, we're going to stop because we don't want to do it too deep. And since I'm already dialed at 0.75, I'll come over here and do that area right now. And then you drop it everywhere. I'm going to back it back down to the 0.5. We'll do the rest of my cheek and up into this area. Should it go underneath your jaw? Okay, and let's treat around our mouth. We're not going to do our lips yet. We're going to wait till the very end because your lips are going to be dirty and then you don't want to microneedle the rest of your face with it. And again, I'm at a 0.5 at a 6 speed on the M8 using a 36 pen cartridge. Okay. So now we're going to turn it down to a 0.25 because I want to do my eyes. So this skin is obviously super thin and sensitive, and I found that the 0.25 works great. You can really go against that orbital ring and get some good pressure. Okay. Okay, our other eye. Okay. So let's hit our under eye. We'll do our lips. We'll pack in hydration. We use our favorite sheet mask. Do a fun, like, kind of bronzy Thanksgiving look. Okay. So we'll keep the 0.25, but now I'm going to put the Curenex on my lips. Okay, so this is when our cartridge is now infected, so we're not going to use it anywhere else. Okay. So this cartridge is done. You throw it in the trash. And now let's take more of that Curenex. We have a ton in here. Let's just get it all packed into our skin. And if I was doing deeper microneedling, I would have used a lot more slip of this product. I would have gone through it faster. But because I was doing light microneedling, I didn't need as much and I wasn't infusing as much. And I'll use the rest of this at night when I go to bed. So again, I wanted to prick my skin. I wanted to get this PDRN pushed in deeper, but I don't want to peel. I don't want to look torn up this week. I really hope you guys are doing something for yourself right now as you hang out with me. That is the point. All right, that is our Thanksgiving week's glow up. We microneedled with Curenex. We used a bunch of our favorite skin devices. We did that glycolic mask. We went over some new fun clothes and that jacket and shoes. And then we did this fun little makeup thing, which is typically the same thing I do all the time. But I'm grateful you guys came with me. I hope that you guys had fun. I hope that you saw something new or just enjoyed the experience. And I hope you guys have a really wonderful Thanksgiving with your families this week. And I'll see you guys on the next live. Bye, you guys.